What's up, jabroni? Steven here. Welcome back to yet another reaction. Today we're hopping into Gilmore Girls episode number 10. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the series. If you have, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Head over to Patreon. Full, uncut, unedited reaction. You can get episodes extra early over there if you want them. If you don't want them, that's cool. You can get episodes here whenever they show up. So yeah, last episode was Rory's dance. Essentially, for me, the best episode of the series thus far. We're only on the 9. We've only been 9 episodes, so... yeah, it was great. I'm guessing this will have kind of like a little bit of I don't know, aftermath of the fallout, because I believe Rory and Lorelai got into it at the end, and right? That was like the ending. Very ending. Usually you get like happy endings. I don't think that was a happy ending, essentially in the end. Yeah, I'm not sure. Forgiveness and stuff. Not sure what that. I mean, I guess that makes sense about forgiveness between the two, mom and daughter. Yeah, so we're just gonna kind of hop in here, have a good time. Like, comment, subscribe. Here we go.
Find the arm? Nope.
Cool. Good talk. Hey, there's the arm.
I'm getting to look a lot like Christmas.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Also, they announced that they're boyfriend
Let me
girlfriend
guess,
now, right?
you and Lorelai haven't made up yet, huh? Nope. Things are still very miracle worker at my house. What are you talking about? You have to look at what a gift says to the other person, not to you. Remember 2 years ago, I got my mom
Actually,
that perfume?
smart.
Yeah. Okay. For boys with. And resulted in me being sent to Bible camp all summer. Yeah, but just
Your mom
imagine that you
interpreted
actually
it
gave
way
me
off.
something really romantic, and he gave this. If you don't believe me, try spending a month at Korean Bible camp.
Well, I was with you until that point.
I believe that's all.
Okay, well, great, Mom. It's been swell talking to you.
Goodbye, Lorelai.
Bye.
Huh. And she's actually gonna want her.
Nope.
Changed.
I don't think she meant it.
Oh, she meant
She
it.
said
Well, maybe
it.
she thinks she meant it at the
That's a
time,
pretty
but I bet she
dress.
won't mean it later when I show up there without you.
And without a map to follow.
She won't come.
What? I'm sorry, is somebody speaking? It couldn't be Rory. She's already halfway to Hartford.
Fine, I'm going.
Drive carefully. Watch
I
out
wouldn't.
for ice.
I wouldn't go either. Be like, man, it's your house.
Bring me back one of those tarts.
Bring me back a bag. I would have handed her like 4 Ziploc bags. Well, this is gonna be really boring for her.
Thought your take was a little conservative.
And a moron.
Richard, be very careful.
Look who's here.
I like her dress.
Rory.
Hi.
Where's your
Very
mother?
festive.
Oh, well, she...
Over by the apple tarts, I assume.
There you go. That seems like a yummy dinner. Just... Oh, I mean, actually, that's actually pretty smart. You do that, you shake it up, and there we go. All right. Oh, man. She's the kind of woman you marry. We got like bacon bits or something. Somebody's outside. Oh, maybe it's your teacher guy. Got what his name is. Christmas, whatever. Hey, it's Dean knocking at Rory's window. Okay, that is. Hello.
Well, hi there.
Hi.
How you doing? Good, good. Shouldn't you have a squeegee with you or?
He's like
I
very
don't hate
snippy. Not snippy. He's very.
No?
No.
I don't know. He's like a very.
So I did imagine 20 different ways to remove your head from your body.
Yeah?
See ya.
How would you describe his demeanor with her? He's not scared of her. He always has a very. He has a strong personality, and it shows. Like he's not a pushover.
Henry,
Nope. Sorry, you're right.
from the top.
Hey, what's up, buddy? His name's Luke, right?
Christmas party?
Yes.
I did hear that.
Oh my god,
Care?
I thought it was like Christmas Eve
Yes, I
almost.
do.
Holy shit.
Don't know why.
You liked going.
did.
Rory's there without you.
Yeah, all right.
Did I mention you come
Nice.
here every damn day?
Have a burger.
Coming right up.
You've outdone yourself yet again.
He's gonna lose his job.
I can't imagine the hours you
Tramp, knowing Henry she wasn't cheap.
This is wildly inappropriate dinner conversation, especially
here.
Oh, you're having a heart
Loosen
attack.
your tie at the tape.
It's holidays.
He's gonna have a heart attack.
I'll probably just be hanging out.
Richard, forget the
He's gonna fall
thermostat.
down.
I thought you said she was working.
Yeah, you're
Well, she
real.
was supposed to work, but then she caught the flu, so one way or another she couldn't have made it. Tell her we missed her.
He's having a heart attack.
Richard?
Nice. What's the white stuff?
We wanted something.
A hat and everything.
Is
I
the
just
white
cut a piece
stuff?
of Wonder Bread, you know, poured on a little ketchup, piped on a little cream cheese.
No one has ever made
Cream
me
cheese
something
on a hamburger.
Quite this disgusting
Interesting.
before. I thank you.
You're welcome.
Honey, nothing in here is a decoration.
It disturbs the other customers.
Damn. Shit.
Well,
bro.
screw democracy. Perfect. Now I have to check my voicemail. It's something cabs or
911 oh.
cabs something something.
911.
1-800-CABS. Can somebody tell me the dates?
Okay, everybody out. We're closed.
Whoa.
Let's go. Food's on me. Put on your coat and get your stuff.
Food's on me.
Have
Oh,
your hot
this is where
chocolate
you.
and
This is gonna be
walk
where
up.
they
Go on,
kind of
make
have a
yourself.
connection bigger than what they think it is. Oh, interesting.
Luke, I'm
I know. Let's go.
want the same life that he had.
Did you want the cheese? Did he want that, or did your mom
Must have
want
been for
that?
him to get me.
You make a great mom.
Aw.
Well, I would like
Hey,
to meet
Jane
You will.
Lynch.
Some strange
right?
man is working on my...
You will.
Please wait here.
Oh, ma'am, you will. Oh God,
the Wall
you're
Street
so
Journal or
annoying.
Barron's, whatever they have. He'll want something to read
You're
when
so
he gets back
old
to his
school
room.
minded and annoying,
Can I get you anything? Maybe a
like most
coffee?
No,
grandmas.
dear, I'm fine.
How's Dad?
That's what I've been trying to find out, but this woman keeps pestering me with idiotic questions like what's the number of my insurance policy and how long have we had it. Were you on a date?
What?
You have an escort.
No, it's Luke, Mom.
Which is her way of saying we weren't on a date.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean like
Well, how am I supposed to know you weren't on a date? It's Friday night and then you show up here with a man.
with Luke, Mom.
It's not
Oh,
insane
Jesus,
to assume
man.
a date was involved.
Or
You're
Luke.
right, okay? It's entirely possible that I was.
I didn't know you could do that.
Well, you're not supposed to.
I'll wait here.
Hey.
Luke.
I gave your mom a ride. We weren't on a date.
Oh. Okay.
She and your grandmother just went back to see if they could find a doctor.
Did they find out anything?
Rainbows, unicorns, clowns, little cute, furry. Okay, I'm out.
Thank God.
Oh,
Jeez,
him?
are you okay?
Yeah, I'm dicking out of them, you know.
Yeah, I'm the same way, buddy.
You know, you always look good.
Oh.
I meant
Hey,
you always
hey.
look healthy. But you don't look so healthy now. Now you look.
Unhealthy.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, what? So I said you look good. We're not in 5th grade. You look good. And my mom and Rory
She's not-
telling
she-
me to back up.
I can tell them when they get here.
That's okay. I
She's
think
not
they'd let
good.
you know now.
Ah, Lorelei.
Okay.
You can't do it.
I could look for Rory.
No, that's okay. I'll do it.
I thought so. Hey, look, it's Rory.
The coffee machine was jammed, so I got us some chicken soup and some Pez.
I was just gonna look
Nice.
for you.
Why? Is everything okay?
They just brought Grandpa back up. He's in room 202.
Well, come on.
You go ahead. I have to make a call.
Well, hurry up.
I'll meet you there.
I did not sign on
Wow.
to your dying, and it is not going to happen. Not tonight, not for a very long time. In fact, I demand to go first.
Holy
Did I
shit.
make myself clear?
I demand to go first.
Yes, Emily.
Aw.
You may go first.
That's sad.
Good. Get
She's just like Lorelai. They can't deal with grief. Don't know how.
That's what she told me.
So what exactly is going on between the two of you?
Nothing.
Really? We're friends, that's it.
You're idiots. The both of you.
Thank you.
Well, there you are. Where have you been?
Coffee hunt. So what's going on?
Your mother called me an idiot.
Wow, you must have sucked up good.
Man, I'm the same way, man. I can't. Hospitals freak me out so much, man. Sleeping? Crying. Is he crying?
I've heard for such a long time. Richard, how you doing, darling?
Well, Richard, it looks like we're going to be stuck with you for a while longer.
Okay, walk fast and look straight ahead.
What? Was that a he hates the hospital kind of thing?
I thought I'd stick around in case anybody needed anything.
Really?
I mean, not you. You obviously don't need anything, but somebody somewhere in this hospital might at some point need something, and I'm gonna be the person who gets it for them.
Would you like to go down to the cafeteria for something to eat?
Yes. Maybe somebody in the cafeteria will need something.
I'll do it.
And won't they feel lucky when they see me? Anyway, this is for you.
What's it for?
Just,
Thank
you, Christmas, whatever.
Christmas isn't for 2 weeks.
Do we really have to do this again? I just thought, God forbid something happens to that one, you might need a spare. Here. And does that look wrong? There. Looks good on you.
Good how?
Just watch the procession.
Okay, well, that was episode number 10. It was a good episode. I'd probably give it like an 8, honestly. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to judge. Like I've mentioned several times, this is like a very we're living our lives kind of show. Not a lot of major story things happen, and even with this one, the heart attack, essentially a heart attack episode. We forwarded a couple of relationships. Dean and Lorelai. We got to know about how long it's been since the whole situation went down. Lorelai and the mom. That moment of them looking at each other, the dad and Lorelai, and kind of them having a moment and understanding where each of them are, like where they are emotionally, without actually saying anything. I thought was executed very, very well. I very much enjoyed that. We then also had the moment with the wife, and she's like, "I refuse. I have to go first." I mean, all very, very, really good stuff. I thought it was executed very well. So let's see. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. I'd probably give it like a really strong 8. I liked it. Lorelai and Rory only had a small bit of moments, but they kind of, she's saying, "I trust you. You're the only person you're one of the only people I trust in the world." Cute moment, good moment, but we didn't get enough of them together. Honestly, we got them at the middle before we went to the party, and then at the end there. But yeah, let's break down the episode, see if we can have anything. We have the small towns putting on a show or play or something. The thing where they do for Jesus, I guess. I think that a lot of churches put on, but they're making it into like a big thing. And again, maybe this is like a big thing. I've never been behind the scenes of how these things get made or anything, but it feels like a play. Let's see. With the dog in the arm, the baby, old school traditions. Let's see. We hop over here. We never got the thing about the gift. Or I guess this wasn't really was this like, I don't think this was the Christmas episode. I'm guessing the next one would be, I don't know. This was the Christmas episode. But we're not gonna, are we ever gonna find out what she got, Dean? Maybe it's not important. Essentially, her friend here, whose name I'm drawing a blank on right now, but she essentially brings up some good points. The gift you get should it should be about what the other person thinks it means. It shouldn't be about what you think it means, because the other person might not know what you think it means. So therefore, the whole thing with the book, getting Dean a book that you love does mean something for Dean. But you have to also interpret it how Dean is going to read said book. It wasn't until she made it into this whole big deal and into dance, all that stuff that went over the top. But I got her point. We then got the little comedy moment where we're putting up the angel and the statue. The moment here where essentially, so Lorelai was lying, right? Essentially, she's saying I have to work. Was she trying to get out of here? No, she just didn't want to. Okay, she didn't want to do the cocktails. She just wanted to do dinner. But the mom essentially made it, well, if you don't come for cocktails, then you don't come at all. Essentially, is what the mom did, because she's like, oh, well, you seem busy, you shouldn't come. And then she's pretty much uninvited her to the Christmas dinner, which is messed up. And I would have reacted the same exact way as Lorelai, and I would have been like, okay, I ain't going. And just out of to be spite, just to out of my own pure stubbornness, I wouldn't have gone. Let's see. Well, this is a really good interaction. I like Rory saying about the going and how she's being a child and all this stuff. I really like that. Then we have this, and then the mom being stubborn and not wanting to talk about it. And then throughout the episode, we have him stressing out about the young guy taking over and being the new boss and him not being able to handle it. I thought he was going to get himself fired. I wasn't expecting kind of like a heart attack or anything. I was expecting him to get fired, though. We then get her, no pizza not coming. She's doing the dinner like this. We then get Dean knocking at the window. Very bad look. But he explains it. And I was saying during the reaction, he has a very strong demeanor and personality about himself where he doesn't back down. He's not scared. He says these things, which I don't know, like when you first see it, you're like, oh, they're gonna take that like that or like a route where he's not gonna be the bad guy. But I don't think that's what it is. I just think he's a very, I don't know, he's just a very confident man, young man. I mean, essentially him saying everything and he wouldn't hurt her and everything. Lorelai essentially believes it. We then head over to the diner where we get Luke. Now, is Lorelai still dating or still in whatever she was with the teacher guy? Can't recall if they had like a breakup situation. Don't remember. Essentially, they have a nice little cute moment about the menu, and she wants something festive, and then he brings her a hamburger with like a Christmas style with, what do you put, cream cheese on it? I mean, honey, she said a disgusting moment or like a sign of affection. We then have the dinner, and the father's still upset. Keeps bringing up things, and then all the other people miss miss Lorelai, and the mom said a lie, and she couldn't remember the lie, so she had to keep saying the lie about where she was. Oops, sorry. Then the dad goes to, he got hot, so he went to go turn down the thermostat, and then we get the phone call about her dad in the hospital. Luke truly cares about her. He lost so much money tonight. He essentially said, diner closed, everybody go home, and he takes her to the hospital. Great moment of the drive to the hospital where they're talking about essentially Lorelai doesn't feel at all connected to her father because he was a good father in the sense that he provided and he did what needed to be done and gave them what they needed and what they wanted. But he wasn't really, they never had these moments of going out for like hanging out. And I guess that's why Lorelai feels like she let him down because she got pregnant at 16. She was kind of a rebel. She would sneak out. She feels bad. She feels like she didn't really get to be with her father. Then we have Jane Lynch here, interaction with the mom. Typical, the mom stubborn, thinks she's entitled to a bunch of stuff. Is panicky, is overbearing. Is just, she's everything that you don't want in a patient, or not a patient, somebody at the hospital, because she's just not understanding that everybody, like, they're trying to help, but they also need this stuff to happen, the insurance, all that stuff. But I don't know, she feels entitled. She then calls Lorelai to see where she's at. She keeps telling Rory that, that she's not gonna come, and stuff like that. We then, let's see. Lorelai finds her. She kind of does things, about go find somebody that can help us, or do you want to stay with my mom? Does this stuff the smart way. Luke's here. There's a whole interaction where you on a date. Like, no, she keeps saying that, oh, it's Luke, like putting him down. Like, not intentionally, but it's coming off that way. We have these two, and this really good moment. A lot of the one-on-ones in this episode were pretty good. Let's see. Want to be okay. Luke gives her a nice little pep talk about things. Essentially, to get Rory's mind off of things, she goes to get coffee. In this interaction, she calls him, "You always look good." He turns it into this whole thing, and she's like, "What are you, 5 or something?" We then head over. I'm getting out of the the testing thing, but Lorelai can't go in. She keeps saying she's gonna go find somebody. People keep showing up, so she has nobody to go find, but she still can't enter the hospital room. We have these two, Rory reading to him, the grandma trying to do things. Luke has a fear of hospitals for a reason, like for his reasoning of like he just doesn't like to see what these things because people die in the hospital. Kind of like similar to my thing. I can't be in a hospital. It really bothers me. Like I'll get like my anxiety. Like I'll get like really bad anxiety of being in there. I love this thing where is his name, Jack? I'm not sure what his name is. He's trying to tell her about where everything is, everything she's gonna need in case something bad happens to her. She essentially says no. Nothing's gonna happen to you. I refuse. You have to let me go first. Very, very, very sad moment because it's something that everybody has to go through. These two essentially forgive one another for the argument. Luke has an interaction with the grandma. She calls him an idiot. She goes to the restroom and Lorelai has to go in. I think that this is probably the best moment of the episode, honestly. This moment right here, where you only hear the machine, and then her doing this, amazing acting, and then him waking up and seeing her, but he's like also crying because they know what their relationship always has been, and it's kind of like you see, like he looks like he has a tear right there. Like they know what their relationship has always been, and I think they're both disappointed in what their relationship has always been as a father and daughter. And I think that's how I interpreted this look. Them knowing like we both should have been better for one another, like attempted to be in each other's lives in a more father-daughter kind of way. Like he just provided everything she needed and she kind of rebelled and stuff. And I think that's what they took. And then her leaving, crying into Luke's arms, and Luke making a joke to kind of make her feel better. And her taking him taking Rory home. They find out he's gonna be okay. He has to stay off the red meat and stuff like that. They have a nice interaction with the mom. Kind of the both of them, being there for one another. Of course, Lorelai making it into a thing. And she gets Luke a hat. They have a nice interaction here in front of the whatever you call this, and that's the episode. So like I said, I thought it was a really good episode, or I thought it was a good episode. Not as all close to what next episode is. Last episode was, I thought last episode was amazing. I don't know exactly if anything this season will top that for me. We'll see. I'm sure there will. What did I give that episode? A 9, a 10? I don't remember. I really liked that episode. I liked a lot of the stuff that happened. So yeah, that's my reaction. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe. Head over to Patreon. Fully uncut, unedited reaction. You can get episodes extra early over there if you want them. If you don't, that's cool. If not, like, subscribe here. And I will talk to you guys later.